live. Daw Bula vinaka na marama. Ni Bula vinaka tele mai na toka ni turanga marama daw kina ngone leo bekim ni todo. Nandau bakamuritu mai na ito ni pepa. Ni business na bola mata ni toka ni bakam business. Ulio ati mana rukuni venda kuwa kito ndo mai be bakarara mata kito kayani be wasiti kayani. Ano bukuni bakani ni business na mana libo ni konto tal na sina ni be bakarara mata kito ni narete ko mai bikim ni nando bakamuri kito tiko sa ngona sobe kito na tiko sa ngona so sa bakata tiko nga ko yang alala ero ni mai sema tiko en bata ni be bakarara mata kingo na be mada. Yo babin na kabirto na nugitokan ni erto ni kuwa ni sember tal di komen kito ikalima kita sana tegi buti ko nga naman ngay dor kami kinakaya kito sana ngay may bito man tiko ni beranga ni to sana nito bewase ni kuwa kito na biba kamadala tek mandanga bakaleka usana bakamadala tek yo tingaya ni ngay septi kana ngona berto na marama pinapeke mini na sarsarti ko mai yung aulia au tanto mena corno ni mona berata Bostela ngai telia puna korsa casa tikani ko ena bono Alberta Canada kertono kuitamani roti kono soli wata kataka bankas ni puli primary level tini paka na mbaki mai nonda ni bera ni ngole ena bono ko Alberta Canada ikeo sa mitaka tiko baka kiba kau video pagkataltungan ko online digital business. Si sakta pa na madaling business ko na Ronondolo Rosa nga Bulukan 2. Iya, na buko ni pakatitinga buko ni rere o torot ka na ngona sangkay dabu kala manyong kami tika puno tunan ko sa buloy perele na pagkiroon ng Rosa nga Bulukan kau siya nga bakang talibibat tunitak anong ko tormeni kala sa tika buta ka na nung business. Obi butuin ta nga anong ko siya nga nilakapan na baka tuliwayan totoo na una nga wari rekin. But I'm still here now and I'm really glad that I'm here today. So blessed. And yo so sana sa nung kabertan nung ito kanis ang dawir tingayan dito sa nakilatingan na ito butuan ni kuya na Rosa Ilio kay malisar tikayan binakabali bulani.
Dong bule benak na maramo bulioti ni bule benak kimni na barong tingmai lani nanga sima au ngane ni lawai nesa na ronga au basu sarna babono baturang na dombua nesa na bata baturang tailebu au bawati na corona sele na baisa na baturang ni tasiri lima tiko na isoli awa taka banasi mai viti na lomani tinka bana ambaki au ndio sarai na FNU na taka bangas ni buli na lomani bana ambaki bere ni ngoli tu mai Amerika na wangara na sona salame sapote kikina na buli ne na lubengu mutu mai viti buni no mitungo me taka bingara te ningo baka caregiver and then na yani anungo na Pacific Northwest na yani anungo Kas Island au samai what 5-6 months na nunggu karautik na nunggu business na mona liva kau maruta kati vale na beka samai rawata kina na kilaka na kila na rambai levu ni kila waka business na mo riba kina mona liva au kila ni kwa na opportunity na options ke mami may rather na lomani business ingo sa kwa na option bata talenga we intend to share the same options but kike muni na barong tu mena kabini ko binabali
Sakawati kesa
yung beka
nakawati
madam nakawali undang bulu vinaka na ngone le bulu ti menurut ni venda kuwa pambul teltingan ve kemni na pakarong ti kumai kan tawo kumureti kumai na nito vital no na ve singa barang buka na lang bunga okay saya maram tambu na kawai au lagu tu mai na korko nukuni en ya no na ilau mena sano lau au sa mbaki vitsu ngabul kandua au sa retire vitu na mbaki e ruo na luvengu rosava ko vale walu no makumbungu tini na mbaki au daga tuba matani tu Angay ruas nga bulu ka tolu nemba kinungu daga tu na non-government sector. Unongwe may lengo kinaya sangay au lengo tikumay na nongwe tutu wakay diuliu ni program nindo na International Conservation Organization ni Pacifica ka wakay tuwaka bali bola may Papua New Guinea, Solomon e viti watakene tukuka kito dida waki regional program taltunga i Micronesia, Melanesia, and Polynesia. And baksawa tiyo sa taba may kina na business ko. In fact, saya bakindo na nunguti ko ng business, but for 6 months I actually took time out. But then I crashed on my laptop and I lost all my data on my hard drive. So I did not have the heart to go back and try and rebuild. I took time off. Osanga list talamay. Towards the end of the year, Mosanga may tawale mo wakili list talamay na nungu documents. Rebuilt it, got myself a new laptop, and then I think I started Osanga tikabubi nakatale. Towards the end of the year, in fact, I think my progress was really boosted by the Gather and Grow session in Nandi on Wednesday, by virtue of meeting other business owners with the local women. Nakubali bolia.
Naka.
Nawale ndombolo vinakana nokitokani marama bulioti. Nimbolo vinakavakakina na nito followers kemenina nwekekito kemenina ndo wamuriera nito ndo ni pepe ni business. Vinaka wamadalo tekeo ngavaleka na rango wati nangiri au daputu maina kororukuruku enda yano valau ena sana ramai biti. Kau vaso ena korro na batubula ena tikino buna ena sana na itasiri au samai tiko ini goi serene kaona tiko na mbaki na nungu mai tiko go awadakavaka na retail industry mai viti awadakavaka manindia na administration ko samai dakavaka support worker serene na business go samai ruane mbaki vula walu na nungu tikina marota tiko na toso marota na rekavo mai bulivi o marota kana bise mati pakapyokani wa santa mai bewakani ana business ngo ke tongo sando sema rautunga mai na ni to hungo na bulioti ke misa mai bise mati ke irta levunga sara na nanda kawaito ker tuena bebuno ngor tu mai nanda bonua pakaki na ver mata tam sakani rasa mai kimsa mai levana patu na business ngo Paul naktaksar tiko na vikaki misa mai kunetiko ena bata-batango vinakalia
Navale buati navale kem dona marama. Vinaka bikem ni navarro tiko mai ni sa ronga tiko ni kita sabi ba bikele te kitben. Ni rete tal tinga mai kitu tuindu na bono kitu tokai ni kinan ko kitu tuindu de ba tika ni kinan ni tom business. We are running the same business. We are sitting on the same platform. Yeah, we have a business on ongoing. Di ba kitu menebesi berhubungan anda tu kinai. As long as we have the internet connection. Tiko na nanda ya baka liba nanda taliboni kena nanda computer sana nanda laptop saran nanda karab na business mo ya nagay toste ka na bese ni nagay kilati ko kina na sotala na matelalay ni kame balata na business araw nya na menti ke baka daba ke baka bena kata mo kila na manisala mo raw nyo menti ke baka tiga pula talanga kena na mo yerto na nubito ka sarto nduiting takatinga na ana veultanga tona no mertona bosa kina na singa ni kwa sam solisar na ngono go be lani mai Seattle be bosa tipo ko ya na ulutanga ngo you are forward thinker or a dreamer binakabali lani
Binakalia. So taro, let's say, is a good question. Yeah, then are you a forward thinker or a dreamer? I think I'd like to answer this question in the context of deciding or choosing a plan B. Yeah, musoma kina na tarungo. So we're not forward thinker. When you think of forward thinkers, I mean, it's quite self-explanatory. You think of them as people who anticipate, anticipate future events, future challenges, future opportunities, and they put in place some kind of plan, so na options as to how to tackle those challenges, say how to manage themselves. Ninayado mai na challenge They are they are proactive in their strategies, very proactive na not strategies. So nindabaksa matikira na future forward thinkers, era chiubina saroira na plenta kana nondra kila na nondra Bula. Sara reda tiko na ndrendre sa tiko me liu. Sara tuba ka tiko ni mera na le kila position to position themselves, mera manage the kira ni na yado me na ndrendre. So they're good at looking at weighing their options, looking at opportunities, looking at building options, mera na position takira babinaga kina nina yado endua na lenga in future. O kenda ngoenda sa laku dhuruma mai na ngauna ni COVID. Uncertain times. We're not future thinkers. Reva tuira those uncertain events in the future. Sara tuba kaya nikina. Sara planning ahead. Rasa rega toka na dava na option e toka ngoi matai ke mami. Na dava sona opportunities e tiku ngoi matai ke mami. Mena rao ni ke mami position taki ke mami kina. At least, you are stable when you encounter head on whatever challenges in future. So in a nutshell, we're not future thinkers. They're very strategic. They plan ahead, they look at opportunities, they look at options, and they position themselves in such a way that their future is stable, that their future will, there is some level of freedom, that their future is secured. Na advantage of being a future thinker. And I believe, kito kede nandambi tikungo, kito na marama o vulio, timena rukni kua, kito we could say very comfortably that we are forward thinkers. Na dabana buna beka kito sa rui too comfortable kina to say that we are forward thinkers. Baletango. Kito sa reda tiko, sanda reda tingango na singa, and the reda na TV, you look around you, na cost of living sa tumbu dake tiko nga. Na medical costs sa tumbu dake tiko nga. And currently, everybody is faced with fuel crisis. Sa tumbu dake tiko nga. Does it ask for anyone's approval? No, it doesn't need anyone's approval. So what are we going to do? Are we just going to sit back and cross our legs and think that, help will fall on our laps? No. So it's very important na nonda tuba na plan B, na 9 to 5 job sa tiko rawangori. We are not saying, please don't take us wrongly, we are not saying that you get off your 9 to 5. That's not what we are saying. What we are saying here, motuba na dava na normal plan B. Na 9 to 5 ngori sa samaracho na bills. Sa, it takes care of certain living cost. We may be able to say that. It takes care of some of the living cost. Na dava na plan B. Na taki beyanga. Sana senga ni viroti na 9 to 5 job kena kai rao tiko meikina mena denguba na vitumburi ni cost of living sa tiko ngoi matanda. So this is why ukito nandambi tiko ngo we thought, we've explored the options, we've identified the opportunities. That's why kimamisa kito sa may join taka na this digital online business. This digital online business, for sure, potential. What will it give us? It will give us, freedom. Ultimatum, freedom. That freedom, financial independence, financial autonomy, blah, blah, blah. Freedom in general. That's what we will get from this digital online business. Stability in future. Na yadho na vika dhaba suchinganda na lagduruma na madhindo talemay na COVID and what do you call it? Na pandemic. Kito sana wakalukalu kito ndambe sit back mbalde kito kila. This business will take care of us. So this is why I came up with this question. Are you a future forward thinker? Or rather na kaya that you can go, do you have the ability to see, foresee, anticipate the events of the future and be able to do something about it? Or you're just gonna sit back and be a daydreamer? Can the kilavinaka daydreaming, quite self-explanatory. Or you dream, you have a vision, you have a vision. What the kirtona forward thinker, they have a vision, they act towards their vision. Or to the daydreamer, they have a vision, they have this, a picture of, how they want to see themselves in the future, but they don't act. So I think the silver lining or forward thinker takes action. Or dreamer, or dream tiko nga. Visualize nga, dream tiko, the tiko na bula ya ko bula taka in future, it doesn't do much about it, doesn't take action on it. I think I've kind of contrasted the two, and so, more get to the point. Kitona forward thinkers go, we've identified the option, the opportunity that digital online business gives us, that freedom, that flexibility, that stability in the future. And this is what we would also like to give you tonight. I think I'll stop there, Leah. Vinaka.
Na valevo lani tatakana pa madala mai Seattle na mai kabini ko ai o ba botani kabit ko dito lani be an action taker lebe kanda lebe na kanda tatu, but if we do not do anything about it, pues ana le mate talani ena tunga baya o sindo tunga be no bakasa bandana kai tukono kina tal ko Miles Monroe. No mo le na talent to weekend. Sa solito weekend yo sa gitu no kana bono buto nyon tonto na bulu le na talent di vino na karambulu tu kya na kandon to no menta. Baka na tiki kente kana burung ko na kaka di kena kalo. So we just want you to be an action taker. Whatever your dream is, right? Okay, now that we've talked about thinking ahead, planning for your future, let's look at why so many people are searching for additional options today.
Nakalia, vinakatalangalani, plana nungu nakaunat kunoya, we builds on from Lani's explanation. Very good, nice, Lani. So as pensioners and as parents, I think I was actually thinking busy parents who are working, we are the same in that we get a monthly income. I get a pension, and you've got a monthly income. At least if you have a monthly salary, I think you do get adjustments for COLA and bonuses in your workplace. I don't know whether that's still happening in Fiji or not, but the opportunity to do that is attached to your salary. So I've been in retirement 7 years now, living on my pension. At the point in time 7 years ago when I decided on the amount I was going to receive, I knew even back then it was not going to be sufficient to support a comfortable retirement. It was enough to pay for the basics. So from way back then, I had been looking for opportunities. I've been doing consultancies. Also, as part of that, kind of in 2016 when the pandemic struck, I think everybody realized where they were in terms of food security. So everybody took action to do something about it. I turned my backyard into a food garden, which I still maintain to date, and that is it's like another strategy to stretch my pension. It provides me enough fresh food, not all my food needs, but enough so that I don't have to buy every time from the market. And my surplus harvest, I prepare it and freeze it to use it in later weeks. Okay, so this business is actually the other option that I've taken up, and I think a lot of the pensioners here are taking this as second or third options in terms of generating the income, like Lani pointed out, in preparing for what's to come into the future. Okay, so going back to now and the rising cost. Fuel cost, the fuel crisis is going to affect everybody, whether in the Pacific or in developed countries. I think last week I read in the newspapers, Felix Anthony, so the Ministry of Finance is actually contemplating, I think, the proposal to reduce FNPF contribution of workers. So that's really not, as a pensioner, that's not a very good idea. So I think in total, there are 376,000 members of FNPF whose balances are below $40,000. So you're looking at future poverty here when they retire with that level of savings that they have. It's not much, I know that. So for me, that's even reason enough to be considering this opportunity as your option for earning additional income, whether you are a retiree like me or whether you are going to be retiring very soon. I think the wise thing is to consider this. Okay. And also, so given the crisis, so the manufacturing and the production facilities in Fiji are going to have to slow down because of the fuel needs. They're going to, I think eventually, if nothing happens, they're going to reduce their labor force. So they're going to cut back, there will be layoff. And again, the take-home pay for a lot of families is going to be cut back. And I think from the experience in COVID, I think a lot of families' eating habits change. I think for the worse, really. No, two ways. For the worse in terms of more processed food, which were cheaper. And the other one, because I think they were forced to, like me, do backyard gardening and source your own food. We became healthy eaters in the process. So those are things that are going to happen in future. It reminded me again. So when during COVID, sorry, I digress a little bit. So during COVID, when a lot of the workers, particularly from the tourism industry, were let go, a lot of them took their families back to the village, and the distress signal that was coming from particularly Ngolingoli owners was that the pressure on the Ngolingoli increased tremendously because of the families that came in. So everybody was going to fish for not only for their daily needs, but to sell as well to get an income. So that sort of thing is going to happen if this continues. Okay, I think the reason I'm saying that is I think highlighting the need to be looking ahead, as Lani pointed out. Now is a good time to start doing that. Things haven't got as bad as it will get if things are not resolved in the Middle East. So I think this is the beauty of this business, flexibility that it provides. It provides for us to be flexible when we do meet the worst of times. I think getting two or three other sources of income, if you can manage, if you're energetic enough, is still a really wise move. And of course, converting your backyard garden, if you converted in COVID and you then stopped and things got better, I suggest you go back and do your backyard garden. It's going to come in handy when times get really bad. So this opportunity for me, online digital business, the thing that appealed to me the most, so as I went through the webinars, I read through and I understood what it meant. I think for me, it was the opportunity offered to learn, to earn within this community. And also in looking at how you're going to earn it, it was actually doable. And, as a retiree at this age, I knew that I could do it. So that for me was part of the excitement that drove me on to take this business up. I think I've been saying I was unlike others. I came in, I read it, I understood, and I went in straight away. I took my coaching call. I bought my, I think within the course of the month, I did all that because I was so excited about the opportunity that I knew that was there. And on top of that, I think, so the platform was already provided. The training process was already provided, which were easy to do. And you had mentors and coaches provided for you. You had weekly mastermind, and then you had the daily drop-in for support. So overall, in considering what was there available, I knew I could do it, and that was part of the drive to go in and join the business. So for those of you that are looking in and listening and wondering whether you can do it, yes, you can. Like I said, everything is set out for you. What's there not to like here? So please think hard on what is likely to happen if this fuel crisis continue, and start preparing. It's not too late to start preparing yourself at this point. Vinaka, back to you, Leah.
Navalevo Mrs. Tambunakawai, Sandaro, Kayana, Bakamadal, Kemina Bakamai. Tasernikila, Natabanaya, the Nangon may liu, yet the Saturday Tingana, Saturday, and on the Probura, Santanton Mendanaya, and Rabaktikokina. Never supposed to be the end of around is sitting a talk, you never know what's gonna come your way. But the only thing that we can do is just be prepared. Just be prepared. Mrs. Tamnakawai. Okay, so if many people are looking for more options today, what if the answer isn't necessarily a job?
Naka Leah. Bula vinaka again, everyone. Thank you, everyone who are joining us live today. My topic this afternoon is, as Leah has mentioned, maybe you don't need another job, but you might consider another option. Vinaka, kanta rongoda tikumay ng roba madalong itoka ni Lani and Mrs. Tabunakawai. Vi toto patatik ngama na kakito vinaka tami kito waset ko yani nangonan ren talaga sa rumah never vai kanda taka tiko kimi minatunggo ibonota ni vida tula shift ni taka so sanda taka overtime na vi matagal kanta sanga mentarai lava mai kina bonon taka gaya tu na bilanga tako sa tungko sabakai sangani rotu ni we can make ends meet somehow. Yo nakanganda nangaiba kasamata kasteda na kala was an option itu menda taura menda bueta da kikina nandambula me bakana rendre nimbula sala katumengo sa sindran da leve ai kan sindran tu kuna bango wawa manda na lakomeni ni sau ni kagor mi kun we don't have the sanala ko ngama ni sindran da tukuna se komandin tumbula sau ni kagor sember ni to shukona kingu sau we can't sanga weekend na ko comment taro ba ni ndonaka sala ko tiko ngamai o kentanga kana sanga ba madal kinoli kentanga menta sa rei veso na ngoni sala menta ba ba rote kenden kinai menta sa rai tiko ani liu bakana ka ba madal kinolani iyo ni sa tiko era na lenga ya kenda sanga tiko be kenda na taro na da bimbe ko da karo ndo tala me kana karo ndo ko da se ndo tala na taba me tala na option oro ni da kaba vinaka kero ni ndo tala na kavaka istenga ni da baleta kota tala me levo nei lavo nandu tala na sana kota me bekenda claro kenda tamata chico ndo senga ni misini sana la me bekenda na oda sana senga no munga na ibale batke rtona bobale batke sana me na matai ni job kina karua se kina ka tolsar koya menda baka samtaka vinaka se dava menda vakava menda walia kina na lenga da sa vai bota kede tu kina nda tiko mai bit senda tiko balang sa kenda kede tu mai na lenga ngo na crisis na ka kede yo okito na matabita ni ngo kito baka sa tukuno olani kito sa rei da mai ndo na kala ko kito sa mai tiko kina ngo na di ba kingismis na mona liba na option kito sa taura ka kito vital matu kenda kabidi ko mi kito surete kemni ba kong geti kemni menda may tawale manda into an option go option go tiko ngai doanga no taka maro tiko no taka go resarno o tawale mo tawe butaka no business while you still work while you still work tayo butaka no business meron ni bebo kitiko ena vingona satu mai liu ngona rendre sandala ko romatiko dana ve kanga o bebe sen kina na kavini koa na option ni vive que mesti sama na liba sianga ni tuku ni mesatu mai viu kana kila maka kita sanda tuku na wasama bisa utaka no mindset makarota ki ko mai buli warota kana lombo warota kana sintu kun mate ku usar na teke buiva ki tu na option mana ding kina da na vital no tinga na option kita kana kai benga ni tike kenda meroni ko tikanda ni ka warota kenda tikani ana visinga ni mataka okila ni sa koyali na nungu vese na kabini kuwa me veke mne na barong tuko mai yang andar ka na roni I wase weekend I don't need to plamo na no mo sa makarota ki mo sa tu endo no la ko ngama kami na siwa malata na bule barota ki na business ngo na mentorship ti ko ike training na kake sa rantangan dreva sa ti ko makarota ki tu membali ti kenda ang ano ko bese na kami ko sa sila tala ni veke mlia na ngauna vinaka
na valevo wati na vaita vite ko mai ko io che mi na vagarro te ko mai o klani sana tu mi non go se che mi na vagatano te ko na business ka man to da ka vite ngor do wasiete come ancora che tu con sa ro te come na beba ungeti vaita vite come che online io mi si sta tamana kawai sa wati io non go sa sulle sar re ni te tokani klani se che durti ko mai me na vagamata ti ko am tanga ilio mi si bele le buka sa chiko talangana na ulutano klani ko sa na ro tarata talanga weekend na vagamata ni business ka kito wasiete ko yani na sina ni ko na vale business malio
Na vale bulia do bulu benang na marama ni bulu benang talangan na barong tiko mai na kapini ko ni pasota ni umberto ko mai na do talang bose ko mekin na palap talbalele na posya bikim ni sangare de bakandua e nga mersin balele buka au dap tu meno kororone na na no palabo pas tu bo na la kemba no gulen vale turang na bosa wala ka tu bangkas ni buli do no ngona balabo terus sama bulan bakin perlu mai taka do na kambani na do maniti ni kawal na baki ya au are da business ngo na bagrunon do so kantua au mai bakan dindike au sanda mete ka butaka na nung business na bagrunon do so katolo lele bo era ndau tar lebo saranga era tarong tiku mai plan ni sando bakar rumoti ki mamiti ko ni sando bakar buri ki mamiti ko na ni bata ni bakar ramataki sina ni mami bola mata indau reda tu ni mami dau boli takati ko na ni mami lifestyle na ni mami business ni mami dau be bakar unget tu kan be kemni ni du rumai na business bo ya lebo ndau taro how do we join kambing go na ulutang bimbi beleta ngo na salawatan tigo kina nito be bakarara matagiti ba ni membaletir na scammers But lele ba arasando scam ta ko tirasanga indo sema mai be kay mami nandina kay mami dina kay mami didra business tigo rara saran na durma na business go matengan kalao ni na tawra ya oni na sign up my and on a website. Okay, mami kaya sa di ba business to go? We all have our individual unique website links. We have our domain names. Kung na ready to go and na bata go ni na ready to make na nito do website link todo ko. Na mata ni kala usarangan ko na takaba mo na click na do na website link ko chuba na www. And nagayla ko may na landing page. Ang ko na-click na link ya, URL link na domain name, na lang may na landing page. Na landing page ya, and wala ito may kina, mo ikaw nabita kya na damo, doon na no mo active email address, kila, may kakuha niya ko sa tunila kadaka. It has to be an active email address. Tiktak na box na ruko ni Bonoy computer kinom email address send it backout na ngani ko na backout kinaya
you have to check for your email. Check in your email and like my inbox and like my spam folder or promotional folders. Tigo kina na email sana lak tigo bumela ko ni ko na email ya mo ko sana kay rani. Pagraramat ko kina and a video and a tiko and a email ya. It could be a video replay or it could be a link for you to watch a live webinar. Take your time. Kalau vinaka, bila ka vinaka na email, take your time. You have to register yourself again for you to be able to watch a live webinar. Obiya baka matata ka biki mo niya na kami ni kuwa. Na name namin daw live to kanvango na Facebook page, na social media, is part of our awareness program. Na live webinar, kwa kitondo kadibaka tiko ya ni mo ni may sema kina na basing tu city bukilulu na singa barombo ka bekan Daviti tu city lo tu lebo bertona tiko may tai ya na live webinar kwarto bakay tawi kina uira saranga na value tak uira na founders ni mamin business and that live webinar is very important for you to listen to utiaran daw tiko talaki neso erando talano tak na nonra italano they share their stories. Memang katakan ni kuwa, si warung bukan ni kuwa. Na live webinar tak na singlebi ni kuwa, natin karon na kalog na singlebi ni kuwa. Wayaw, wata kay mirim bondro mo, ruwan na maramay tao kay kera wa tiki ni panel. Kaya kay to wiwasita ka na nito talano ni two of us, Fijians, doon na maraming Papua New Guinea, rabida na Filipinos, and most of us, kito chigo na Pacific, right? So, MBB mo na sarabaya. It's part of your research. It's part of your due diligence. It is so important for us to give you that information so that you know what you are into. You go kilati, go na dhaba, o na may nakaba niyo dhuru may na business. And also because we don't want you to come in blindly. Kila na kahit ito chikin business ko, kimem na biba kararamat nga ni kim ni waset ko na kakimemi isa may raida na business ko kina opportunities na openings ito na business ko kimem na waset nga ni kim ni o kim ni na kay bakatulawa. The decision is yours. Right? And for you to be able to make an informed decision, kero mo ni saraba na webinar. Kero mo ni saraba sa ni willi ka na emails and ano baka siya kanibikim ni for about a month. And alak siya kanibikim ni na email. Then baka bibita ka ko yani sa mena baka raramat ka kanibikim ni why it's important for you to look at another option. Then ang onan renre and the bullet to kinongo, you've heard it from Lani, you've heard it from Wati, you've heard it from Mrs. Tambanakawai, the importance of you looking at another source of income. And online business is one of the options that we are offering you. While I'm still talking about online business, kena option iti ko alam naka, ningkaro ni kemuni balete lewo era kang tartar chunga na kito itamba. Kena dai kito and ebola mata merasiwati kemuni kena and ando tala ng business kwe eraway lava makatatola. They claim that you can become rich overnight by just investing $20 or $30. Gaya baka natag chukuna kito itamba, baka natag search nga sona nito videos. Menira ni sikalutukina. They are scammers. It's a scam. Yalo binaka kako ni sikalutukina. Yalo binaka Sara. You will not get any thousands of dollars within hours. Kaya ko invest $20 and $30. And they will be pushing you to send money to somebody else and not me. So that should be a red flag to you. Ni kaya makain duet kuno to ko yan baka to na empesa na ilaban na empesa ng banggo na ne kango sando don may ababala na no mo baka sama your red flags. So you should say if I'm communicating conversing with Mersini baliliruka Why should I send money to Setareki? Eh? Why should I send money to Chone? But most of us don't ask, unfortunately. Lele kami ni sintaronga. Baleta sa kami sa makuha ng libat tumay kami ni na kasabala ni. Within hours, sa lako ni ko $1,500. Ngono sa nga lako kinanalima sa $1 ya. Basi katalmen na message. Satu ko na maka sa reto ko satu ko runong do $500. You have to send another $50. Sa ni berok kenta. $50 lang. Lebe kami ni you continue to send money so sa le $1 na ilabo baka kina. Siya nga nindo asilini sa ato yani. And then you panic. This is the sad part about this thing. You panic. Sa ni kata-kata ni sa dunro sa was data kyo kwaya sa lakot ko. In the end, then you finally got to meet the real person, the real Merseni, palilimuka. Ngono sa abo sa may kinasang kay takan na pipakararamat takyo ko. Then you realize that you were scammed. But you can't get your money back. You can't get your money back. So, the only way for you to get into our business, sign up on the website, watch the live webinar, take the next step. If you want to become a member, pay your membership fee. The membership fee is refundable within 30 days. Kaya usangan dreba ko sa nga mo sa durman na business go, book your coaching call. And you're committed. A coach and a mentor, they are committed to you to making sure that you will start this business. Like mo sana may bouquet, sana chicken community. We are here. Okay, together na limang ko, and so many hundreds of thousands out there are willing to look after you when you decide to make a purchase and get on with your business. Never ever communicate using Messenger. Now, the first official way of communication in a business go the email. Because you have to sign up on the website. Kapag ko na email. Kasi nga nito na email and basi ka ni ko, say ko baka sa mata you never signed up on any website. And then somebody sends you a message using Messenger. Hello, how are you? Paano ba chika mo online business? Somebody na ilabi ko sa rawata kina. That's how they start off with you. Ko tarsar ma, yo, may video ko sa ko Australia. And then you are trying to contact her or him. Then you can go on a messenger. No, you will not be able to talk to anyone, any scammer on video call. No. They will block you. They will get angry with you for trying to call them, and they'll say, it's a business hours. No. Scam. So with us, email is the first official means of communication with you. Kasi kung na email, you are in a legitimate business. That is who we are. So saan kita ka na kami ko? Isa na matatabi kami sa namba de wala kanin ko na weekend sa ker sa nga. Erando ya pa para totolo sa nga pa ka totolo ra lebo sa nga matanggali ya pa to ba erando ya pa nga weekend. Why? Because most of you are aimless and you just scroll up and down no Facebook, lakuan na message, sa red nga na undolo, ba na matanifika, 5 na matanifika lang may. Salat na tanalo mo o si kaluto sa ratu. Yung binakata na ba na matanifika, 5 na matanifika, ono na matanifika, ono ray ke in this business. It may not be so soon, it may not be immediate, but you will get it when you are committed to your business. Consistency is key in this business. O ba sanrero to kaya Lia, pinakabakalip sa akin doon marami, pinaka.
Avalevo Mrs. Malelebuka. Io klani sanda na van ratitiko sanda kitondo pi van ratitikan boleva na tikina pakabibibera nando be la sutekitiko yani na social media. Tabule menda bakabina katakataka nanda skills ni baka yang ataki social media menda kuan inda sikilo tutu bakarara vera na matanggalita matavango nda talaka be barita ka balataya na meda kuni era na baka taka na M-Pesa na business ko singi baka nga tagikina na M-Pesa nda na payment rata ka mai ko na baka taka na Visa card o Mastercard beke na santo uli tik online Amazon si Temu klale o tal no ni sala ni si so mo beka ndona no ticket di mga buka online be basar nga ya na no takaba may na no payment and business ko. Io klani sa kwa ya maybe kito ni kuwa o bia ba na kaberto na no kito kanir to may seletron roto mon na bia bakara ramatake bia wasi bimbole niskin ko ba na katalanga bikim ni na siya mate ko man yung pula bina ka na wale bikim ni na kay sarap may ba kumalua kito no itaka ni kito sabi ba ung kiti ko yani bikim ni kito bina katangan kito biban rati biketa you know, we want you to think a little differently about your future and what's possible in today's digital world. Pero ni mo na libo tuwa, libo sar na opportunities. Kito biya wasito kan bikim ni ndo na kaya kito sa may sa taba, ratal nga nyo na may tambe talinga kina mo ni rawaka talinga may kina. So before we end tonight, remember opportunities often begin with an open mind and willingness to learn. Yo kelas sa kaya begitu ni ko bina wale kim tan marama sa ba mo dito ni me da bana ma da tale kataraba ni kalongata ni mote.
Nakakabali ya. Nakimton marama. Thank you. Bye.